What's going on, everybody, man? We are here to talk about Crisis on Earth X Part 1. Last night, oh my God, this is the best, by far the best superhero team-up crossover I have ever seen on television. Oh my God, like, why, W-H-Y, why is the fact that Warner Brothers does so amazing on television and then gives us a crap like Justice League. Again, I watched Justice League. I liked it. But it did not get the best reviews out there. It had a lot of issues. But this crossover is freaking epic. One of my social media friends, Antonio Birch, answered that question. He basically said because we've developed relationships with these characters over years, whereas Justice League just gave us characters that we've known for a few and brand new characters that we introduced. My man, Kevin Garza said the same thing. But man, this crossover so far is so epic. Night one, they have Supergirl, which comes on first. She normally comes on Monday. You know, Arrow comes on Thursday, so they brought him on over to Monday so that they can go night by night. Just go these 2 nights rather than spread it out. I'm going to tell you right off the bat the difference between these crossover from this year and crossover last year. Last year was kind of fresh. You were bringing Supergirl over for the first time. You were bringing a lot of these characters together for the first time. And we got This is Supergirl's episode and everybody in Supergirl's world. Next episode, this is the Flash's world and everybody in the Flash's world, but this is a crossover too. And then the next episode, this is you get what I'm saying. That's how it went. That's how it mapped out. Let me get this over a little bit for you guys. That's how it mapped out, you know. So that's fine. But this year it's like, look, we know who everybody is. Everybody else knows who everybody is. Combine the worlds, combine the universes. Let's go. Let's get a flow. It's just flowing like a river, and it is. So we start off with Supergirl. And again, it doesn't show or feel that this is the Supergirl episode. It gives you the title. This is Crisis on Earth X. It's not Supergirl Crisis on Earth X. It's Crisis on Earth X all together as a whole. You could literally take these 4 episodes, because the other 2 come on tonight, and just move it fluidly like a 4-hour movie. I hope they put this on DVD because I will buy the crap out of it. I really will. So we start off with the first episode of the crossover. Earth X Nazis have taken over Earth X. Well, that's what Earth X is basically comprised of. Earth X Oliver, we get a fight versus him and Earth X Guardian. Again, you know they have that Freedom Fighters cartoon coming out, so this is a little taste of that because we know Guardian is in that series. And then he ends up killing Guardian. I'm like, this is getting kind of action-packed right off the bat. We go to Central City. Barry is fighting King Shark. How King Shark get out all of a sudden? We go to Star City. Oliver is fighting some ninjas. This is almost like a movie, the production style of it. And I'm going straight through part 1 and part 2. I'm not breaking it up into different videos. So we go to the Legends in England, stopping an anachronism. And apparently everybody has not RSVP'd to Iris and Barry's wedding. We go to National City where Supergirl is fighting a Dominator. Good callback to the last crossover. And Supergirl says, this is so last year. That's what gave me that movie feel. The writing is spectacular in this crossover. Supergirl was getting her nails done. They all came over to Earth 1. Everybody came together. The Wave Rider came down. Supergirl and Alex flew through the warp hole. And everybody there, all the girls that get together, they go to the salon and get their feet and nails done. And Supergirl was getting her nails done, and the doggone machine broke because, you know, she's like, girl, still, come on. So Cisco and Harry apparently put together a potion to get rid of the Firestorm Matrix. You know, apparently, I don't know if Martin was talking to them or whatnot or whatever, but you know, Jax is not happy with that because he still wants to have powers. He still wants to be a legend, but we're going to get to that later. Back on Earth X, has a big time Star Wars vibe. It really has that Darth Vader, that whole, the evil part of Star Wars. It has that vibe going on big time. Stein was apparently in the lab working on something, and I'm thinking he's working on an option to give Jax full control of Firestorm. But actually, he was working on an option to give Jax apparently the powers of the Spider. And he was like, you trying to turn me into Spider-Man? Martin wasn't understanding what Jax was really wanting out of this whole situation. Oliver asked Felicity to marry him, and she said, kind of out loud at the little dinner rehearsal, no, I don't want to marry you. She doesn't like the whole legality of marriage, the whole, you know, going to the courthouse and the paperwork situation. So I'm getting tired of Felicity playing over my boy Oliver with his little stuff. So Cara was sleep flying. That was hilarious. Next morning of the wedding, Mick was walking around in a kimono at Lily's house, which is Stein's anachronism granddaughter or daughter, and said, daughter said she didn't want me to walk around naked, so I got this robe. The hostess asked Mick whose side he's on for the wedding, and he says, considering I've tried to kill the groom a couple of times, I think I sit on the bride's side. Hilarious. And who's this mystery chick? Oh, she was just like, this is going to be a wedding for the ages. I'm like, something ain't right about you. Apparently that might have just been a fall-off situation. It was like, speak now, forever hold your peace from the priest. And he got vaporized. Like, bam. It was like, here we go. Already about to go down. All right, so in comes the Earth X Nazis and Earth X Supergirl and Earth X Prometheus. Oh, buddy, Earth X Prometheus. There's something about that man. All right, so it's time for everybody to suit up. Basically, everybody got down to business. They're like, all right, let's get it. Let's do it. Good thing the legends were there because there were regular people there at the wedding, and they were able to use that device that they have to wipe everybody's memory, which is a good thing. We get a fight between Earth X Supergirl versus our Supergirl, Kara Danvers. We get Cisco breaching folks around, and he breached Oliver upstairs to fight Earth X Oliver. Now, they don't know that it's Earth X Oliver. They don't know that it's Oliver Kara, and we'll get to that in a second. They don't know that those are the people that are under the mags, but we know that already. We've seen pictures and things of that nature. Cisco goes out with a concussion. I don't know if that has something to do with not wanting to use his powers a lot, but he's out with a concussion. The team end up capturing Earth X Prometheus, and I think they let him be captured on purpose. Then we get to the Earth X Oliver and Kara are still in Capital City, and the Reverse Flash shows up, and it's Wells. But we really find out who it is next. Now we go over to supposedly the Arrow portion of the crossover. Tommy Merlin is Earth X Prometheus. They did it for me right there. We always thought that Prometheus was Tommy Merlin way back when we had the Prometheus storyline last season in season 5. But it's a good idea that they did that, and they brought Tommy Merlin on in. He was able to come in just for that little small piece of filming time just to show his face. I thought that was amazing. DC TV, your own spot with that. The legends bring everyone up to speed on anachronisms, letting them know like this is anachronism. But Wells is like, nope, this is not an anachronism. These people are from the 53rd Earth X. Oliver is talking to Earth X Oliver, and I see he's playing not Earth X Oliver. He's talking to He's talking to Tommy Merlin, which is the Earth X Tommy Merlin. And he's playing him so hard. He's playing on his emotions. He ended up killing himself with the cyanide pill because he did not want to talk and let the plans be known. The Earth X villains are looking for a prism. Apparently, this prism will help them take over this world and other Earths. All right. So again, I'm sick of sick of Felicity saying my boy Oliver, she the widow, yeah, I'm sick of it. All right, so Jackson's whole idea about Stein leaving was about losing a father figure. It wasn't necessarily about using the powers or being a legend. It was like him leaving was him losing the father figure. He really never got to know his father, and Stein was a big part of him, literally a big part of him, especially with them being Firestorm together. The Nazis were heading into a building, and Iris asked Kara, Barry, and Oliver. Iris alerted Kara, Barry, and Oliver. They sped off to the building. Barry and Kara get there first, and Kara's got that little, waiting and like whistling moment. Oliver speeds up on his bike, and he was like, note to self, I do not have super speed. The super speed, I don't have it. So it took him a while to get there. The Earth X villains showed up and revealed themselves to Barry, Kara, and Oliver. And Reverse Flash is actually Eobard Thawne from Earth 1. Timeline, time travel, you know how that stuff goes. But it looks like Matt Fleischer may not have been able to come and do the filming for this. He probably has something else going on. So they used Harrison Wells, which Tom Cavanaugh, he's already there on set. They used him to just basically redo what he did in season 1 of The Flash. I thought that was awesome. Kara and Oliver on Earth X are married. That's kind of crazy. And Oliver got a kryptonite arrow that he shot her with. I'm like, okay. And even Carl was like, I don't know what it is about Superman and Supergirl. Anytime somebody that's a friendly or a good person or one of the heroes has something to do with kryptonite, they get all crazy. Like, what you got that for? And it was almost like, you gonna try to take me out? And he was like, I got it in case a crazy version of you came. Now, where did he get this kryptonite from? Again, this got plenty of different Earths. Oliver and Arrow, they don't do much Earth traveling, so he got that kryptonite from somebody. That's a question I really have. They end up the Prism was also going to create a neutron bomb as well. And Mick is trying to bring Killer Frost out. He was like, "So how do you do it?" She's like, "Well, I get scared, and if I get angry." He was like, "Boo!" It was like, "That's not going to work, Mick. Just leave it alone." So they had a big time suit up montage. Everybody suiting up. Everybody walking down that big hallway scene. Everybody together. Got gang, like about to get down or whatnot. So everybody went to fight the Earth X villains, but Earth X Oliver decided to decoy and get out of the way, and he headed himself to Star Labs to take control of Star Labs. Earth X Supergirl knocked out Oliver, but he was able to recover himself. And Earth X Oliver is in Star Labs. He took out Killer Frost and Mick, but Mr. Terrific, Black Canary, and Wild Dog showed up, but they were taken down as well. Now Metallo from Earth X has shown up as well to help fight Supergirl. Everyone was locked up and captured, and apparently something is wrong with Earth X's Supergirl. She has too much solar radiation going on, so it's killing her. So they want to turn the sun red along with taking over this Earth to be able to cut open so that she can be weakened, cut her open, take her heart out, and give it to Earth X Supergirl. And then they took the heroes to Earth X. So it will continue tonight. This is so exciting. It's a breakaway from what's going on in the other parts of the seasons from all the different shows. It continues tonight. You will see our part 2 review on tomorrow, so please stay tuned. Let me know what you think about the Crisis on Earth X crossover part 1. We'll see you guys for part 2 video. Have a good one.